Good afternoon. Welcome to Durfee High School. It is senior night softball here on Fred TV. The Somerset-Berkley Lady Blue Raiders visiting Durfee. Evan Massoud with you for the call. Should be a great game. Both teams had fantastic seasons. Coach Sally Gamash's Lady Blue Raiders are 13-5 overall, 7-1 in the EAC. They tied for the league championship there. So really having a great season. On the other side, Coach John Ferreira's Lady Hilltoppers are 11-6. The big story, 4-0 in the Big Three. They swept the league here in the 2017 season. So a huge accomplishment for them. This team was state champions for Division I in 1998, and then the last time was in 2004. And let's just say that winning the Big Three and getting to the playoffs is step one on the quest for a championship. So this team has looked really good. They got their ace, Jackie Dumont, in the circle. I was going to say on the hill. No hill in softball. No pitcher's mound, but there is the pitcher's circle. So she'll be towing the rubber for the Lady Hilltoppers. She looked fantastic in the Brockton game that we were here for. So we'll see what she's got for the Blue Raiders. Leading off for Somerset-Berkley is Megan Antaya, the shortstop, number 22. Dumont, the southpaw, deals, and it is ball one. Home plate umpire is Joe Fallon. In the field will be Joe Montero. Rest of the lineup for Somerset, we have number 1, Alexa Calvano, the left fielder. Number 4, Lindsay Chubbuck, the catcher. Savannah Neilan, number 25, she's at second. Number 7, Courtney Faris, the right fielder. Number 8, Abigail Cadorette, the pitcher. That's upstairs. Number 18, Aliyah Welker. She's the first baseman. Number 10, Julianne Pacheco, the third baseman, and batting ninth. Number 11, Mariah Mahjoory, the center fielder. That is down low. So Dumont having a little trouble finding the plate to start this one off. Swinging a foul ball down the right field line there. It's a full count to Antaya to begin the ball game. Dumont faced one over the minimum in that home game that we featured on the thread, the highlights of which were on the thread against Brockton, and she was outstanding. So just the one hit. She had 12 Ks. Really wheeled and dealed in that game, a strong showing for her. And that's kind of been the story all year. She really hasn't had a bad outing. That is upstairs, a leadoff walk. So no perfect game today as the leadoff batter gets on thanks to the base on balls. So that brings up Alexa Calvano, the left fielder. She'll bat left-handed against the left-handed pitcher. Defensively, the Hilltoppers stack up. Taking off for second, Banalewicz throw down is going to be not in time. Streeto thought she had the sweep tag, but she did not. So Antaya down to second base on the stolen base. That didn't take long, so a runner in scoring position for the Lady Blue Raiders. Trying to get a run on the board early against Dumont. That is a base hit to right field. They'll hold the runner at third, so we'll have runners at the corners. There goes the no-hitter. So runners at the corners and nobody out. Let's run down the defense quickly. At third, we have Tabikis. At shortstop, Streeto. Second base, Kelly and Dias at first. In the outfield, left to right, Perry, Cruz, and Steen. Banalewicz catching for Dumont. Chubbuck at the plate here. That is to center field. That's going to be caught. Get the runner at third here, coming home, tagging up, and she will score. The first run of the game, Antaya comes home on the sac fly from Chubbuck. And that's an RBI for her. And it's 1-0 Somerset-Berkley. On the throw home, up to second went Calvano. So with one down, the Blue Raiders keep the pressure on, putting the runner in scoring position. Good heads-up base running there. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Savannah Neilan. That's upstairs. So a walk, a stolen base, a base hit, and a sac fly, and it's a quick 1-0 lead for SB. That is popped up going right behind us. The 1-1 pitch here. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. Tabikis and Dias playing in a bit here. Again, just in case of a bunt. Trying to play it safe here in the infield. That is sliced to the second baseman. That was Kelly. So she throws out Neilan 4-3, and there's 2 down in the first. Brings up Courtney Faris, the right fielder, looking to cash in here with the runner at third and give her pitcher a 2-run cushion right out of the gate. It's actually the pitcher on deck too, Abigail Cadorette. Faris in the hole, 0-1 to begin the AB. Sliced back to the fence here. So 0-2. Dumont trying to get out of this first with just the 1 run allowed. Considering they came out hacking right out of the gate here, that would be an accomplishment in its own right. So Calvano at third, 0-2 pitch coming here to Faris. Dumont deals, it's outside. Tough pitch to take there, that was close. So 1-2 now. That is strike 3 over the outside. Dumont limits the damage in the top half of the first. However, the Blue Raiders do strike first. They send 5 to the plate. And thanks to the sac fly from Chubbuck, Antaya scored from third. So a quick 1-0 lead for Somerset-Berkley. We'll turn the page here. So we move to the bottom of the first inning, and the Hilltoppers getting ready to bat. Cadorette will take her warm-up pitches. We'll run down the Durfee lineup. Leading off, we have number 19, Brittany Tabikis, the third baseman. Following her in the number 2 spot, number 7, Jackie Dumont, the pitcher. Batting third is number 3, Julia Kelly, the second baseman. Batting cleanup, number 4, Gabby Streeto, the shortstop. Followed by number 14, Katelyn Banalewicz, the catcher. Batting 6, number 1, Shaylin Cruz, the center fielder. In the 7th spot, we have number 2, Kylie Dias, the first baseman. Following her will be number 17, Grace Perry, the left fielder. And rounding things out in the number 9 spot, the number 16, right fielder, Hannah Steen. Defensively, the Blue Raiders stack up like this. In the infield, we have Pacheco at third, Antaya, the shortstop, Neilan at second, and Welker at third. In the outfield, left to right, Calvano, Mahjoory, and Faris. Chubbuck catching for Cadorette. And I have to say, I love seeing a 9-man lineup on both sides with no designated hitter. Just makes me... You probably could hear the yeah, that was Sully. Greg Sullivan looking for a photo of the lineup here. Here's the visitors, if you want. Gotta love Greg. We gotta get you to do more games, Greg. I'm gonna mic you up again. He says it may be his true calling. If you catch the some of the basketball games this season, Greg did a great job. Sat up there with me a number of times. Always fun having someone to talk to. Do a lot of games alone here. That's popped up to the right, heading to the dugout, and everybody's scrambling for cover. Greg, bringing back some memories from basketball. We had a player whose last name was Kaba, and Greg made the pun "corn on the cob" or something along those lines, trying to get me in trouble, I think. No, it was a fun basketball season. Had number of people doing color with me, so kind of mixed it up every game. We had Vic Pereira come back, had some of our students work a game. That is a fair ball down the line, a leadoff hit for Brittany Tabikis. It'll be a long single for her as the left fielder Calvano got to it quickly, but the leadoff hitter on for Durfee. So both teams getting runners on base early on. It'll bring up Jackie Dumont. That's a strike called. Faking the bunt, and it's a called strike, and a close play at first base. Good snap throw there from Chubbuck, trying to catch Tabikis leaning. She was cheating a little bit to second base. Here's the 0-2 to Dumont. That is going to be away. One and two, down low. Chubbuck quickly out of the crouch again. Tabikis is making her a little nervous, has her attention over there. You know, in softball, a little different than baseball. The 2-2 comes in, and that is strike three. So out number one in the bottom of the first is a strikeout looking. Dumont going down on strikes, brings up Julia Kelly. You know, mentioning the runners on base, you know, with softball a little different. The runners have to stay on the bag until the pitch is released. That is poked to right field, and it's an easy catch for Courtney Faris. 2 down. So unlike with baseball, the runners can take the lead. They can get off the bag, and then they can take off right as the pitcher starts his motion. In softball, they have to stay on the bag until the ball is released. That's because the bases are so, you know, the baselines are so much shorter. It's not 90 feet to a bag. So if they took off the minute the pitcher started, you know, softball, you can't really pitch from a stretch either. So there's an advantage there to the base runners, so they kind of limit them by having them stay on the bag. So Gabby Streeto, the shortstop, at the plate right now with Tabikis at first. 2 down. That's a strike. Snap throw down again. That was even closer than the first time. Chubbuck's got a good shoot down there, and she has a, you know, an open view with the right-handed batter. So Tabikis was diving back again. Cadorette gets the sign. Down low, Tabikis is going. It will be a stolen base. So both leadoff runners with stolen bases here in the first inning. Antaya had one before she scored the run. That slap to right. That is going to be caught by Faris. Nice scooping catch on the run. Made 2 catches in the first. That took a run off the board. After 1 inning here at Durfee, it is 1-0 Somerset. Top of the second here from Durfee High School. We will see 6, 7, and 8 in the Somerset lineup. We'll start off with the pitcher versus pitcher battle. Cadorette won the first battle of the afternoon, striking out Dumont looking in the bottom of the first, and now Dumont gets to face her counterpart for the first time. Starts off ahead. Didn't see that pinpoint control in the first inning that we're used to from Dumont, but she starts off ahead here in the second. That one outside, 1-1 now. So Cadorette, then we'll see Welker and Pacheco expected in the inning. If anybody reaches, we'll see Mahjoory in the 9-hole. That's upstairs, got Cadorette to chase. Here in the second inning, today actually turned into a pretty nice day here at the fields. A little breezy, but 66 degrees and partly to mostly cloudy, I guess. Kind of thin clouds. We see some streaks of blue, some sun rays peeking in. A lot nicer than we expected it to be this morning. It was cold and rainy, but it warmed up a bit. That's a ball as well. That's a close pitch. Runs the count full, 3-2. So leadoff walk to begin the game. Dumont does not want to do that here in the second. That's strike 3, so both pitchers have struck out each other looking. Second K of the day for Dumont. And stepping in is the left-handed batting Aliyah Welker, the first baseman. She looks at a strike on the outside corner. Nice slow pitch there. Breaking ball from Dumont. Driving it to left. Right under it is Perry. Didn't even have to really move 2 steps. It was right at her. And there's 2 down. Let's see Julianne Pacheco stepping in, number 10. She's the third baseman. First pitch swinging, it's fouled back. So 0-1 to start off the AB. Dumont starts ahead. That is a strike called, and 1 strike away from what would be a very easy 1-2-3 second inning. Slapped, heading right, and foul. Oh, right towards the spectators down the line. Stand at your own risk, I'll tell you. Not a fun place to be. I don't like looking through a fence, but believe me, there's definitely a nice secure feeling sitting back here. Here's the 0-2 again. That is grounded a short. Streeto has it, throws on to first in time. And that was an easy inning for Dumont. Sets down the side in order. So a scoreless top of the second inning. And Hilltoppers will meet in their huddle and then again get ready to bat. We'll see 5, 6, and 7. Katelyn Banalewicz, Shaylin Cruz, and Kylie Dias expected here in the inning. I got to tell you, I've done baseball and softball plenty of times, whether it's commentating or just filming, and softball moves so much quicker than baseball. And believe me, I love baseball, but the softball games are so much more fun. The pace is so much quicker. And I know for fielders, it's a lot better for them rather than just standing around waiting for pitch after pitch after pitch. Have to be on their toes. Softball, things happen in a hurry. So Cadorette's ready to rock and roll. Looks like the Hilltoppers are as well. Coach Ferreira giving the last couple words of advice to his hitters. Banalewicz had to shed the catching gear so she could get ready to bat here. She was not dressed because she was on deck at the end of the first, so had to wait for her to get dressed back up for the top of the second, and now had to get rid of all the gear to come up to the plate. So here she goes, Banalewicz stepping in, one of 4 seniors on this team. Again, it is senior night. Starts off behind 0-1. Brittany Tabikis is a senior. Grace Perry and Hannah Steen also seniors. So all 4 seniors in the starting lineup. And Cadorette pitching with a little power here. I'll tell you one thing is having Dumont around next year is great news for the Hilltoppers because she has really been a proven ace. So I'm sure Coach is thrilled that she won't be leaving with the class of 2017. That is down low. Full count to Banalewicz, the leadoff man, or gal, if you will. Chases it, might have been ball 4. Staying alive, though. Cadorette came with the heat. So the 3-2 again. Banalewicz grounds it to the right side, and it's under the glove of Neilan into right field. A base hit. Kind of got screened by the catcher, but I believe Courtney Faris threw it back into first. They tried to get the rare 9-3 put out on a ground ball. That would have been interesting. We'll have a courtesy runner now. Kim Dye will step in, number 5. She's going to be a courtesy runner for the catcher. So this is not a substitution. Sully is doing everything he can. I should have brought the second headset. He's doing everything he can to distract me. He's taking care of the foul balls that go behind us, and now he comes over with a pen. I think he's asking me to sign it. I don't know if it's meant for a trophy case yet. Bunt goes foul. Banalewicz will stay at first. This is Shaylin Cruz, number 1. A lot of times you see the left-handed batters try to bunt here in softball as well, because they can kind of almost get a running start out of the batter's box. By the time the ball's on the ground, they're already halfway down the line. Here's the 1-1, showing bunting again. That's a good bunt. That is beautiful. And an even better play from Pacheco at third. It does move the runner up, though, to second base. Great play, great bunt. Everyone, job well done right there. So it's a 5-3 fielder's choice there for Pacheco heading to first base. So now we have Kylie Dias, first baseman. Takes a ball inside. That's down low as well. So ahead in the count now is Dias. 2-1 with Dye. I had said Banalewicz, but Dye over at second base, the courtesy runner. Two. Slice foul. Well into foul ground, out of play. Coach Ferreira saying move back in the box. Get that extra split second look at the ball. That's down low, little bouncer at the plate. Full count. Perry on deck. That is ball 4, so Dias down to first on the walk. Second walk, actually first walk of the day from Cadorette. Second of the ball game. Antaya walked thanks to Dumont to lead off the game. And a meeting on the mound here. Coach Gamache want to talk to the infielders, make sure everybody knows where the ball's going. Have the opportunity for a double play, but again, want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Never know if Perry may drop down a bunt. Grace is a left-handed batter, and that's probably part of this discussion, knowing that she could drop that bunt down again, and that could, got to know if we're going to go to third for a force out or if you're going to go to first and have everybody move up. So lots to talk about there in the huddle on in the circle. So we have one out in the inning. Dye at second. That was a bunt going foul. Dias at first, thanks to the walk. Perry at the plate, and she was bunting. No doubt about that. And the left fielder actually is who came in. That was Calvano. She came in to play third. Takes a strike, and now 0-2. Not going to be able to bunt. Going to have to swing away. Well, she bunts. She gets it down. Gutsy move from Grace Perry. It's a 1-4 put out at first base on the sacrifice bunt.
10 for 16.
It looks like we have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Allison Vieira. Pinch hitting for Hannah Steen.
10 hitting in the 9 spot.
So big spot for the Hilltoppers. They trail 1-0 here early. It's the second inning. 2 down and 2 in scoring position. A base hit should give him a lead. And it's going to be up to Allison Vieira, pinch hitting for Hannah Steen. Takes a strike. Cadorette again comes in there with the heat. Inside corner. That's an outside corner strike. Down and away. It's 0-2. Fouling it off. Protective swing there. Little ground ball to second. Got to get it to first, and they do. So the Hilltoppers strand 2 in scoring position after 2, 1-0 Somerset on Fred TV. 9-1-2 expected here in the third. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV. The Lady Blue Raiders from Somerset leading off the top of the third. It'll be Mariah Mahjoory, number 11. Batting 9th, and then we'll head back to the top of the order. Dumont with a great 1-2-3 second. Starts off with a strike here in the third. She's got 1 walk, a pair of strikeouts, and that 1 run allowed. That was in the first inning. That's a strike. Nice breaking ball there, and an 0-2 count to Mahjoory, the center fielder. A little upstairs, kind of went with the rising fastball there, hoping to get her to chase, and she did not. Good discipline there. And that's a ball, close pitch to take. I think Mahjoory's a little lucky to be standing there still. So it's even up at 2-2. And that is going to be a base hit to right. Knocking it down was Kelly. Couldn't do anything with it, so a base hit for the number 9 batter. It brings up Megan Antaya. Walked, stole a base, and scored in the first inning. That's the lone run so far. Corners playing in for the Hilltoppers. That's a strike. Faking the snap throw. They got her in a run down, throwing down a second, and they have her out. Coach is going to come out and argue. It's a 2-6 throw out, and now they're going to confer. It looked like the tag was there from this vantage point, though I will be honest, the bag was screened from me from the hitter, so. But it looked like the tag was applied before she went down. And they stick with the call. Joe Montero wanted some help from home plate umpire Joe Fallon. They agree. So they throw out the runner. So a 2-6 pickoff. We got a 1 down here, and swinging now is Antaya. Changes the at-bat completely with nobody on. That is slapped foul. That one staying, though, on the field thanks to the backstop.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 to Antaya. It's upstairs. The baseball team is playing right up on Skip Lewis Field, just to our left. That's fouled back as well. And hosting Diamond, they put a licking on Diamond last week, 21-2. And now they get to host the Bengals. I'm sure Diamond wasn't too thrilled to have to come. That's poked to center, and it stays up for Cruz for out number 2. But the Bengals really having a great season. They were 9-2 coming into that game against the Durfee baseball team last week, and Hilltoppers won it 21-2 in one of the uglier losses you'll see for anyone. Now looking at the scoreboard, it just went to the 3rd over there. Durfee out to the 2-0 lead over Diamond in baseball. So multiple games happening here simultaneously. No JV action behind us, just varsity softball and varsity baseball. Some tennis going on too. I think it's practice, so that's hooked to right. Fair ball down the line. And taking a wide turn at first was Calvano. Decided to wait and stay there. Did not want to make the second out. I'm sorry, did not want to make the 3rd out, rather, at second. So with a base hit there, keeps the inning alive, and it brings up Chubbuck. Hilltopper boys, the baseball team, they are in the playoffs. Diamond baseball is in the playoffs, different division, of course. Lady Bengals should be in the playoffs. I have not gotten confirmation yet from Coach Noversa, but they were close to a tie for the league and overall record-wise. Greg gives me the thumbs up. Okay, so Lady Bengals softball is in. Durfee softball is in. Durfee volleyball has a game this week on the road. They're in the tournament. So lots happening here in spring sports. It's been a good season, and I got to credit the teams because let me tell you, the weather has been dicey to say the least. So many schedule changes and location changes. That's grounded to short. Good strong throw from Streeto to retire the side. No runs allowed. And I'd say a big reason why is that pickoff there, the 2-6 pickoff to start things off, that first out. So top of the 3rd comes to an end. No runs allowed. Hilltoppers coming up. We're going to go right to the top of the lineup for Durfee. Brittany Tabikis, Jackie Dumont, and Julia Kelly, 1, 2, 3 in the lineup here in the 3rd. Going to take a moment to plug a few things here mid-inning. Our weekly news show, The Thread, is done for the year. We finished things off this week with our seniors. And they did such a great job all year. And actually, we still have a couple seniors here working with me today filming, and they'll probably be filming with me through the playoffs. So we appreciate their hard work. But the Thread crew was great this year to work with, and we'll have some returners next year. But those seniors who were with us, I think we had, if memory serves right, 5. They are moving on, and we want to say thank you to them. If you missed any episodes of The Thread, you can go on to fredtv.us and click the Thread link right at the bottom of the page. And all our episodes, our broadcasts are archived there, including the most recent, which aired this week. We had a lot of content, as usual, for the last one of the year, because sometimes we hold things depending on how timely certain things are. Sometimes we'll hold certain things and kind of balance it off. And so the last show, got to get everything in. So a little bit of an extended broadcast, which is always nice. And then now this summer, with the Thread being off the air but still sports happening, I'm going to be starting back up my weekly Fred TV Sports Report. That's going to air in the Friday night time slot. as we had done last summer and actually the summer before that. So I think we're looking at 7 or 7:30. I haven't confirmed that. So be sure to stay on our Fred TV Sports Facebook page. Very important. You see the link, the URL right at the bottom of your screen. The Fred TV Sports Facebook page will have tournament updates over the next couple weeks and air times for the sports report. And, of course, all the games, they also get sent over to that page and linked over as well, so you can always see that. That is sent to left. That is hit really well, but that's going to go foul. Oh, Tabika's got a handle on that one. So there will still be some sports stuff going on over the summer. Usually not full games, but we'll have highlights on the sports report. Usually a feature story or two as well. So it should be fun. Looking forward to doing some more reporting again, because usually, you know, during the school year, do a lot of play-by-play, but during the summer, kind of a different animal. So that means we'll be going back to Chew Park for some that's popped up. Coach Ferreira got to get out of the way. Pacheco with another nice play. She's made 2 in this ball game. That was a great play there in foul ground. So as I was saying, though, of course, summertime means we're going to be heading back to Chew Park, the old Dust Bowl. We'll see if I haven't heard of any improvements. I always find out once we're there, because it's not usually broadcast around. But each year, over the last 5 years or so that I've been doing games down there, they've slowly made improvements to the park, and so that's always nice to see, considering how many teams play there. So we'll have some Fribble baseball as the Royals look to defend their championship for a 4th consecutive year. Yeah, they pulled off the three-peat last summer. And then, of course, we have American Legion baseball with the high schoolers. So we'll have that. They're going to start up in June, but it's going to have to kind of go around the playoff schedule because you got Durfee and Diamond with playoffs going on. So that schedule will probably have to revolve around the MIAA depending on how far or how deep in the playoffs both sides go. I'd say Diamond playing 9-2, 10-2. They were 9-3 after that loss last week. The Bengals probably with a better opportunity in the lower division to advance maybe into another round. Not saying Durfee won't, but Durfee in Division I, obviously, a little more difficult. Durfee doesn't play as many Division I teams as Diamond necessarily plays up sometimes. Of course, the Mayflower League, most of them all in the same division, so you're seeing potential playoff teams during the regular season. Durfee really, in terms of potential playoff teams, will only see most of the time New Bedford and Brockton. Don't always see other Division I schools. Well, they do play BR, so that is one possibility. But so we'll see. We will see what happens. That's why we play the games. You never know what's going to happen. The bottom line is should be busy through the end of the school year until we get to July. That's kind of when things start to really get a little quieter. But when the high school playoffs are still wrapping up, end of the school year stuff going on, graduation, et cetera, there's a lot happening at the high school level over the next month or so. So we have a runner at first. That's Jackie Dumont. She worked the walk. And now taking a strike is Julia Kelly. She flew out to right field in the first inning. That is hit well to center, and it's going to be over the head of the diving Mahjoory. This is going to tie up the ball game. Dumont coming around from first, standing at third with an RBI triple is Julia Kelly. And the wind is blowing actually from right to left, so that one was kind of hit almost against the wind a little bit, and it traveled. That thing sailed right over Mahjoory's head. And just like that, tied up and in a position to take the lead. That is bunted foul. Gabby Streeto showing bunt. Only the one out here, so with the runner at third, great opportunity to pull ahead here. Again, corners playing in, expecting the bunt. Pulls it back, takes the ball, so it's 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Fakes the bunt again, takes the ball down low. That's a bunt. It's a good one. They hold the runner. Got to get it to first, and they do. Nice play. That was Aliyah Welker coming down to make the play. She threw to the second baseman for the out. So 3-4 on the bunt. Katelyn Banalewicz stepping in. First pitch swinging sends it foul. Had a base hit in the second inning to right field. Looking for a big 2-out base hit here. That's upstairs. Ball inside, and it's 2-1. Strike on the outside, so 2-2. Cadorette trying to get out of this inning with only the one run allowed and limit the damage. That is a close pitch to take. 3-2. Just missing. Might have been a little low. So full count to Banalewicz. Here's the payoff pitch. That is sent to right field. Toppers have the lead. RBI single for Banalewicz. In to score is Kelly. 2-1 Durfee. And we'll see Kim Dye come back in to be a courtesy runner for Banalewicz, who delivered with the clutch 2-out RBI single. Quick mound visit from Coach Gamache. Cruz will await her opportunity to hit. Tell you, both the RBI triple for Kelly and that RBI single for Banalewicz were hit well. Hard line drives. Now Cruz stepping in. Takes a strike on the inside. Had a sacrifice bunt in the second inning. Takes the ball upstairs. 1-1 the count. Durfee is in a higher division than Somerset, but Somerset one of those teams that is always tough. This would be one heck of a win if Durfee is able to pull it out. Again, 2-1 now, plenty of ball to play, but Somerset is one of those tough schools. Always plays Durfee well. That's a bouncer. That's a wild pitch. Up to second base goes the courtesy runner, Dye. That is hit to left. That is going to get down and roll a while. Coming around is Dye. She'll score the third run to third. Heading there is Cruz. She will get there. Another RBI triple for the Hilltoppers. 3-1. Coach Ferreira saying, let's have some fun. It looks like the Hilltoppers are right now. Some clutch 2-out hitting for Durfee. Hilltoppers have put up a 3 spot here in the 3rd inning, take a 3-1 lead. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change right out of the gate here. Pretty early on, Cadorette is coming out of the game. Can't get out of the 3rd. Coach Gamache making a quick change here. So she goes 2 2/3 innings. Taking the hill will be Savannah Neilan, the 2nd baseman. And you know what this is going to do is it's going to make one heck of a mess of my score sheet. So the 2nd baseman Neilan will take the hill, or take to the rubber, I guess you could say. Again, no hill here. So Neilan is, all right, Courtney Faris, I believe, is number 7, yes. Faris coming in from right. She's going to play 2nd, and it looks like Cadorette's going out to right field, I believe. Number 8 is out in right field. There's a strike in there from Neilan. So 2 2/3 innings for Cadorette. She's responsible for Cruz at 3rd base. 3 runs allowed so far. All earned. Nice slow breaking ball. Almost an eephus pitch right there. Gotta love it. Trying to stop the bleeding is Neilan here in relief. 2 down in the 3rd. 3 runs in. Runner at 3rd. Dias at the plate. Strikes out. That was a great pitch. Neilan gets her on strikes. After 3, Hilltoppers now lead 3-1. Top of the 4th inning. Hilltoppers with a newfound lead after hanging 3 runs on the board in the bottom of the 3rd. That is ripped down the line. Fair ball. Down the line all the way towards the baseball field. Perry giving chase, heading to 3rd, and coming home looking for an inside the Parker play at the plate is not in time. Oh, baby. Savannah Neilan stopped the bleeding in relief in the bottom of the 3rd, starts it off with a leadoff inside the park home run. That is spectacular. Play at the plate actually was a little slow to develop than I thought, too. I thought that the Hilltoppers might have had a chance. The relay took a long time. So it's 3-2 with 1 swing of the bat. Brings up Courtney Faris. Pitching line for Cadorette, as that is popped up. Who's calling for it? 2nd base, Julia Kelly makes the play. That's 4 unassisted there on the pop-up. Pitching line for Cadorette. She went 2 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks and a strikeout. And chasing is Cadorette on strike 1. That was a ball upstairs. She's 0 for 1, struck out looking in the 2nd. And she'll take a ball this time. Strike called, 1-2. That's a little breaking ball right there. Ball outside. We're even up at 2-2. For Dumont here in the first 3 innings, we'll run down our line. Well, actually 3 1/3 now. So she's given up 4 hits. That includes the inside the Parker. 2 runs. Has 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. Full count to Cadorette. That is hit to right field, falling fast, falling fair. Steen there to play it, and is a base hit for Cadorette. So a one-out base runner, tying run on base. Aliyah Welker, excuse me, flew out to left field in the second. She's up at the plate. First pitch swinging, going to left field again. Easier for Barry. Oh, it got out of play. Dropped fair. Here's the tying run coming home. Cadorette is in safely to third. Goes Welker. That should have been caught, and that's probably going to go as an error for me on Perry. Wow. Well, what a change right there. The run does not count. This run will count, though. This is the tying run. A collision at first. And now the runner in a run down. Wow, all kinds of drama going on here in this top of the fourth. First off, Cadorette skipped the bag at third, so she is out, does not score the run. Then the base hit from Pacheco does score the run, so now we are tied. So she got the base hit to right field and the RBI for Welker to score. So that error doesn't even really matter. Well, Welker got on thanks to the error, so that ends up still being an unearned run. Run does not score Cadorette. Her run does not count. Welker's run does, so we are tied up again. And then we had the run down there. I believe it was 9-4-6. Pretty crazy inning right there, let me tell you. So needless to say, though, the Blue Raiders answer very quickly. They grab a pair in the top of the fourth. We're tied up again, 3-3. Craig Sullivan saying pandemonium. I like that. That's a good way to put it. So let's see. We had the inside the park homer started it off. So even that, too. We don't see those too often. Couple hits, so 3 hits in the inning. The 1 error. Nobody left on. 2 runs and 1 earned. And that's, of course, unofficial because I'm scoring. So let's turn the page here. Bottom of the fourth. Hoping for a cleaner inning. Grace Perry with a first pitch swing and a miss. As she leads things off, she had a bunt. Got a running start there. Again, that kind of really slow breaking ball from Nealman, having the Hilltoppers hitters off balance. There's another one right there. So Perry had the sacrifice bunt in the second inning. Gave up the at-bat. The 1-4 put out. She'll lead things off, so 8-9-1. And we have one down on the strikeout. So the strikeout to start things off, and now Hannah Steen Hannah Steen hitting here in the number 9 spot. She was pinch hit for by Vieira in the first at-bat. Steen getting the hit here, way off balance again. That slow changeup breaking ball that Neilan features is a deadly combination with the fastball. Look at that. Oh, that's hooked. Foul ball. Just missing the chalk right there. That is a ball outside. So 2-2 to Hannah Steen here. 1 out, nobody on. Tabikis on deck. And a wave and a miss. Back-to-back Ks, 3 in all in 3 outs for Neilan since she's entered the ball game unhittable. So Tabikis stepping in, 1 for 2 with a stolen base. Ball inside, little bouncer there in the dirt. That's upstairs, 2-0. And 3-0, so 3 straight out of the zone. And if you're Tabikis, you keep that bat on your shoulders until you see a strike. There's the strike. Now you know she's serious. Now you can swing away. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Little flare, that may fall. It will. Faris given chase and couldn't get there. So a base hit for Tabikis, her second. She's 2 for 3. Nice job to make contact. She really waited on the change there, the slow breaking ball. Off-speed pitch. Jackie Dumont at the plate. Struck out, walked and scored. That's been her day so far. Nice job staying back on it. Even better play by Antaya at short, playing in between hop, throws on to first for the out. Hilltoppers continue to be tied with Somerset. 3-3 the score after 4. We're done with 4, halfway through this one. 3-3 the score on Fred TV. Evan Massoud with you here at Durfee. Hilltoppers hosting Somerset-Berkley for senior night softball. It's the top of the 5th. And we'll begin with the number 9 batter, Mariah Mahjoory. And first pitch swinging, she'll pop it to right field. That falls in no man's land, so a base hit for her. She's 2 for 2. Fell right in between Kelly and Steen. Nothing they could do with that. Megan Antaya, the leadoff batter now, stepping in. She is 0 for 1 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Bunting, that's a beautiful bunt. Going to first just in time for the out. That was a 3-4 put out on the sacrifice bunt. So the runner up to second in scoring position, that's Mahjoory. Alexa Calvano at the plate. She is 2 for 2. 2 hits to right field. And to show you the difference in speed here, 1 hour gone in real time, 4+ innings played. Much quicker pace, as I said earlier in the ball game. Looking over at the baseball scoreboard, Hilltoppers in the 4th inning now. Durfee over Diamond. It's 4-0 the score. That's hit to right. Well hit. And that's going to roll a while. It gets by Steen. Coming home is, that's Mahjoory. She's home for the 4th run of the game, and that is the lead for Somerset. They're back out in front. And it ended up being a triple. We've seen a couple triples this afternoon. And Calvano is 3 for 3, now with the RBI as well. She stands at third for Chubbuck, looking to drive her in. First pitch swinging, sending it foul. Chubbuck with an RBI on the day, had a sacrifice fly to get the scoring started in the first. Grounded out to short last time, and now in a spot with a runner at third. That was a close pitch, ball one though, so 1-1 the count. Corners playing in for Durfee. Consider making a play at the plate or attempting to. That's a ball, 2-1, good hitters count. On deck is Neilan, who had that inside the park home run last inning. That's popped up, and will it be playable? No, into the dugout. Well, it was playable, just not by those on the field. Nice catch there in the dugout. But that one out of play. So 2-2. That is ripped to left. Oh, what a pick by Streeto. Coming home. Not in time. They were caught napping there. Dias didn't see the runner breaking on the throw, but what a pick by Streeto at shortstop. Fantastic. That makes it 5-3 though. So Calvano in the back door there on the 6-3 ground out. Chubbuck with the RBI. And it's 2 down for Neilan. Another rope. That's a little softer. Falls in front of Cruz. And the Lady Blue Raiders are coming out swinging here in the middle of the game.
12 for 25, courtesy pitcher. 12 courtesy runner.
Olivia Silva, number 12. Courtesy runner for Nealman at first. That's grounded in the hole at short. Going to be a tough play at first, and she is safe. Beating it out, infield single. Courtney Faris with the infield single there, beating it out. Streeto did everything she could. That's fouled. There's a strike. Almost thrown away there by Banalewicz on the throw back to Dumont. Had to kind of go down to the ground for it. Again, 2 outs here. Toppers can't close the door. It's been a rough outing for Dumont. There's a swing and a miss, and the 5th inning comes to an end. Not before Somerset grabs 2 more runs. It is 5-3 Blue Raiders. That was Dumont's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. And a bevy of hits as well, so looking back at it. 4-hit inning, leading to 2 runs. No errors, 0-2 left on base. So the updated line for Dumont after 5 innings. She has allowed 10 hits, 5 runs, and she has walked, let's see, walked 1 and struck out 3. Now the Hilltoppers got to go to work with the bats, try to solve Nealman. They were hitting Cadorette pretty well, which is surprising because I saw Cadorette earlier in the season in a game against Dartmouth and shot a couple solo home runs, but I mean that's easy you know, one pitch gone. Okay, move on from it. No long innings. And she was really strong in that outing. Today struggled, though, didn't get out of the third. Neilan came in and has really done a nice job at keeping the Hilltoppers at bay. She's gotten 4 outs, only faced 5 batters, and 3 of those outs were strikeouts. But the middle of the order for Durfee coming up, and they've been trouble over in their last at bats, going back to really the 3rd inning when Durfee got on the board. So we'll see 3, 4, and 5 with Julia Kelly leading things off in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And there it is again. That breaking ball has been just nasty for Neilan. And then she comes back with a fastball. I mean, there's easily a 10-mile-an-hour difference, if not more. So keeping the Hilltoppers off balance has really been her bread and butter so far since relieving Cadorette. There it is again, and way out in front was Kelly, but she stays alive, able to ground it foul. That's upstairs. So it should be 2 and 2. Actually 1 and 2. Slicing it to the right. Really an inside-out swing. They're very protective. Now let's see what Neilan does in this at-bat. 5 pitches. We've seen off-speed, then fastball, off-speed, fastball, off-speed, and there's another off-speed. She went back-to-back. That's a foul ball. Would expect to see maybe a heater this time. Sliced it foul, and staying alive is Kelly. Drops the bunt down with 2 strikes, and the batter is out. Risky idea. I mean, not necessarily a bad idea, but very risky, of course, with the 2 strikes. Okay, so that's a strikeout thanks to the bunt. That is the 4th strikeout for Neilan in an inning and 2/3. To give you perspective, only 1 strikeout for Cadorette in 2 2/3. Swinging bunt right back to Neilan for Streeto. Kind of a half-hearted swing. Maybe didn't want to fully commit, but made contact. So the pitcher throws her out 1-3, and Banalewicz coming up. 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. So she's had a great day. Well, actually, the run was scored by Dye, the courtesy runner, but the RBI and the 2 singles, or the 2 hits for Banalewicz. It's been a good day for her. Looking to keep it going here with 2 down. Crews on deck if Katelyn can reach. That's a grounder to short. Antaya will throw on to first. A 1-2-3 inning. That is the first 1-2-3 inning for Blue Raiders pitching. So after 5, we stand pat at 5-3 Somerset. We begin the 6th inning here at Durfee High School. Somerset and Durfee squaring off in senior night softball. Evan Massoud with you here for the call. It's 5-3 Somerset. They've scored 4 unanswered runs after Durfee put up the 3 spot in the 3rd to take their 1 and only lead. It was quickly erased in the 4th and tied up. And then Somerset retook the lead by 2 after the top of the 5th inning. So it's been an offensive couple innings for the Lady Blue Raiders. We do have quick change to mention as Aliyah Welker swings and fouls that away. Cadorette will be replaced by Olivia Silva, who pinch ran for the pitcher Neilan back in that 5th inning, that 2-run 5th inning. So Silva's going to take over in right field defensively for Cadorette. She's number 12. So Aliyah Welker stepping in here. She reached on an error and scored in the 4th. That's going out of play. She's hit the ball hard, though. That error was down the line. And she ended up at 3rd thanks to it. Upstairs from Dumont. That is popped up, heading out of play again. Some clouds rolling in. We're going to lose the sunshine before this one comes to an end. Welker waiting on the pitch. That is ball 4 from Dumont. That is just the 2nd walk allowed. She started the game with a leadoff walk, allowing a leadoff walk, and now here in the 6th, a leadoff walk. Julianne Pacheco will step in. First pitch swing in, that goes foul. And she is 1 for 2 with an RBI. A bunt popped up, caught by the first baseman Dias, so 3 unassisted there. Took a quick look back to see where Welker was. If she was off the bag, she was not. And now Mahjoory stepping in. What a nice afternoon Mariah has had for the Blue Raiders. 2 for 2 with a run scored in the number 9 hole. So she's really had a great day. Down to the count 0-1. Swinging on the 0-1, it's 0-2. That's a ball upstairs, so 1-2. Foul back, and behind us it goes again. That is popped up and playable for Dias. Another 3 unassisted. 2 down in the 6th. It'll bring up Megan Antaya as we turn the lineup over again. This is going to be her 4th plate appearance. We've gone through 9 batters 3 times already. First pitch swinging. That's got some spin on it. Kelly plays it and gets the out at first. Well done there. 4-3 the put out. An uneventful 6th inning. No runs allowed by Dumont. Only facing the 1 extra batter thanks to the leadoff walk there. So not a bad inning for her. Breeze has picked up just a bit here as the sun again going to lose it here. It's going to go by in the clouds any second. Rolling in from the west. For the Hilltoppers, expected here in the bottom of the 6th, we'll see Shaylin Cruz, Kylie Dias, and Grace Perry, 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. And Neilan's going to stay in the pitcher's circle and continue her relief effort. So Cruz will step in as Neilan is ready to rock and roll here in the bottom of the 6th. Neilan had a sac bunt in the 2nd inning and an RBI triple in the 3rd. And she'll start off here in the 6th with a ball, so she's ahead 1-0. Strike called, 1-1. A wave and a miss there on that off-speed pitch, 1-2. Be sure to stick around after the game. We're going to have some highlights from the senior night ceremony, which will happen post-game. That is lobbed to left, falling quick. It's in there. So a leadoff hit for Cruz, her 2nd of the day. She's 2 for 2. That one hit to left field. Brings up Kylie Dias. But again, these senior night festivities will happen post-game as we honor the 4 seniors here on the Hilltoppers team. Good bunt. They'll throw to first, and they do get the runner in time. So a 1-4 put out at first base on the bunt. Up to 2nd goes Cruz. And now batting is Grace Perry. She had a sacrifice bunt in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Toppers trail by 2 here and late in the game, bottom of the 6th. It's 5-3 Somerset. Strike called. It is 1-1. That's fouled into the dugout, or just over the dugout. Good to lay off it. Getting a little extended lead there was Cruz, trying to bait Chubbuck into throwing down to 2nd base. Did not get her to, though. Should be a 2-2 now. Called a little high there, so 3-2. Neilan and Dias working the count full. See what Neilan has for her. Bunting with 2 strikes again. The Hilltoppers, maybe a mental break there. That's the last 2 strikeouts for Neilan have come on foul bunts. 2 down. And it will be Katelyn Borges pinch hitting here in the 9 spot, number 6. Cruz at 2nd with 2 down. Takes a strike, going to 3rd, and they got her. She is out. Caught stealing. So 2-5 on the caught stealing. That ends the the 6th inning. We'll go to the 7th frame on Fred TV next. Dumont ready to deal here in the top of the 7th. Finding herself in a rare spot, trailing in a ball game late. That is to the backstop. Alexa Calvano leading things off in the 7th inning. She is 3 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. She's had one heck of an afternoon. Hoping to keep it going here in her 4th at-bat. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. So Chubbuck on deck and Neilan to follow her. That is headed up the middle, and it is a 4 for 4 day for Alexa Calvano. Base hit right up the middle. So Chubbuck will come up to the plate now. Has an 2 RBI on the afternoon. Without the benefit of a hit, though. Rips it to left. That is over the head of Perry, and that's going to roll a while. Coming home from first is Calvano. Heading to third is Chubbuck. She's going to come home. We're looking for another inside the Parker, and we got one. And we're going to appeal, saying she missed third base. We're going to have an appeal here. We're going to see where the pitcher's going to throw. We're going to call time, and they're going to appeal the base and see if she missed it. Well, I guess they're not going to appeal it. So a strike, and the 2 runs will count. It paid off earlier in the ball game for Durfee. But no appeal this time. Right back to Dumont. She'll throw out the runner for out number 1 of the 7th. So an inside the park 2-run homer. Courtney Faris will come to the plate now. Takes a ball. She had an infield single her last time up. 1 for 3. That is by Tabikis, who was playing in at third. That ball was by her in the blink of an eye. Not even time to get the glove down, so a base hit for Faris. Base hit to left gives her a 2 for 4 day. And Olivia Silva will get her first at-bat. She takes over for Cadorette in the lineup. Looks at a strike. Cadorette was 1 for 3 with a base hit and 2 strikeouts. And then, of course, her run was the run that I was just referencing that was taken off the scoreboard. Silva, that is going to be off the shortstop, Streeto. That should have been played cleanly. That's going to be an error on the shortstop, an E6. So up to second goes Faris. To first goes Silva. And Aliyah Welker will come to the plate. Still only 1 out. We've seen 4 base runners reach. Baseball is having a better go at it against Diamond. They're in the 6th inning up in Skip Lewis Field. It's 5-0 Hilltoppers in baseball action. And actually, I got to tell you, that game's moving pretty quick, too, for baseball. Right on par with softball. Just an inning behind. That's not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Dumont trying the breaking ball. Coach Gamash's Lady Blue Raiders hoping to improve to 14-5. They're up by 4 and looking to continue adding. That's a grounder. That's through, and that's going to be a run. Strong throw. Oh, it's not. My goodness, what a throw from Cruz. Gunning down the runner at home. I thought for sure Faris was going to score. She was thrown out at the plate. Eight to 2, they put out the assist for Cruz. Going to third, though, on the throw was Silva. To second goes Welker. We got the hit. That's to right for Pacheco. It will be caught. And that is out number 3. Boy, we've seen it all this afternoon. So the offensive day for the Blue Raiders appears to be done. We'll see what happens, though. 2 runs, though, in the 7th. 7 to 3 the score. Both runs earned. And again, a number of hits in the inning. 4 hits in the inning. 1 error. 2 left on. So let's look at Dumont's line here through the 7. We'll tally things up here. 14 hits. That's really the big number that stands out. And that's with a 1-2-3 inning. So a lot of hits allowed today. 7 runs, 6 earned. And I have 2 walks, 3 Ks for Dumont. A tough afternoon for her. Not one of her best outings of the season. She's had a lot of good outings. So as they say, last chance for romance. Bottom of the 7th, Toppers will start with the number 9 batter, and it was Katelyn Borges who was at the plate when Shaylin Cruz was thrown out, caught stealing third. So Borges is going to come back, and she'll continue her pinch hit role. And then we'll see Tabikis and Dumont. They're expected as well, 1 and 2. So 9, 1 and 2 here in the 7th. Durfee trailing by 4 on senior day in the last frame. And starting off ahead is Borges, 1-0 the count. This game just over 90 minutes old. Again, quick moving game. That's inside that Ephus pitch. 2-0 to Borges. Neiman looking to close it out. She would get the win. She came in with her team trailing, so Neiman in line for the W. Dumont would take the loss, and Durfee would drop to 11 and 6 overall with this loss if it stands the way it is now. Ball 4, leadoff walk in the 7th here. Borges will start off on base. Toppers with a base runner. Tabikis coming up. She's 2 for 3. Looking for some clarification here. The assistant coach looking for a courtesy runner for Borges, but Dye was already used, and Vieira had already pinch hit prior as well. So trying to figure out who's eligible. It looks like Coach Gamache going to lend a hand as well. I'm not sure if anybody will be eligible. We'll see here what the call is from the umpire. No, they're going to, okay, Dye can come back in. She did not play the field. She only was a courtesy runner. She never hit. So she's going to come in now and be a courtesy runner for Borges. Dye ran for Banalewicz earlier in the ball game. And now some speed over at first base, as she's a courtesy runner for Borges. Tabika's now ready to bat. Takes the strike. That just is a great pitch from Neilan. That really slowed down the Durfee bats this afternoon, since she has come in just 2 hits allowed. Swinging bunt. This is going to be a tough play. Got to get it there. They do. Neilan to Welker for the out. And there's one down. Jackie Dumont coming up to the plate. Up to second, though, goes Dye. So a runner in scoring position. Dumont is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Take a look at ball 1 upstairs. That one foul, just a little nubber there. Again, out in front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1. That is a ball. So 2-1. Hitters count for Dumont. Julia Kelly on deck, awaiting her chance to keep this going for Durfee. That one bounced in. 3-1 the count. That is hit well to left. Calvano giving chase. That's over the head. Here comes Dye to score the run. Dumont heading to third. She's going to get down, and it gets away. Very lucky there. Probably would have been thrown out at third. She's got herself an RBI triple. Dumont's first hit of the game. The pitcher getting one back to help her team, and it's 7-4. She gave that one a ride to left. The ball's really traveled well this afternoon. And now with 1 out, she is at third. Gamache with a meeting in the circle. So that's Durfee's 4th run. And baseball, it's now the 7th inning up there. The Hilltoppers looking to close out a 6-0 shutout against Diamond up on Skip Lewis Field. Lady Hilltoppers here trying to come back from now a 7-4 deficit. Julia Kelly will be asked to keep this rally going. Struck out on a bunt that went foul with 2 strikes her last time up. Looks at a strike just above the belt. Might have been a little high. 0-1. Kelly does have an RBI and a run scored. That's grounded to the hole. Coming home. Nothing doing. It's an infield single and an RBI. Toppers have the right part of the order here. Have they solved Neilan and her breaking ball? We'll see. 1 out. Kelly with the RBI on the infield single. And the tying run's at the plate. Gabby Streeto. Safe at second. Kelly moves up on the wild pitch. Streeto is 0 for 3, or 0 for 2 with a bunt. Sack bunt, looks at a strike there. Banalewicz on deck. So it's 7-5. And Durfee not going quietly. That one upstairs. Streeto represents the tying run at the plate. That is hit to left. That's going to drop in there. And now going up to second goes Streeto. An errant throw in the infield moves her up after the base hit to left. At third is Kelly, and Banalewicz is the game-winning run at the plate. Coach Ferrera wants timeout. How awesome would this be if Banalewicz can come through here on senior day? Tying run at second. Banalewicz is the winning run at the plate. 1 out. 7-5 the score. First pitch swinging is into center. Coming in is Kelly. Up to third goes Streeto. It's a 1-run game. Banalewicz, the winning run, will take second on the throw. Shaylin Cruz coming up. She had a base hit last time. She's 2 for 2 with an RBI and a chance to win it, at the very least tie it up. Takes a ball outside. Still only the 1 out too, so the Durfee Hilltoppers have an out to work with here. That is to left. It is caught by Calvano. And back to the bag just in time is Streeto. And now there are 2 down. Toppers will rely on Kylie Dias. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a sacrifice bunt, and a walk. Looking to complete the comeback here. Looks at a strike. It is 7-6. Again, Streeto at third, the tying run. Banalewicz, the winning run, at second. That's a ball upstairs. So 1-1. If we get there, Grace Perry is on deck. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a sacrifice bunt. Swing and a miss. Toppers down to their last strike here in what has been a valiant comeback effort in this bottom 7. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. An exciting 7th inning, and I'll tell you, so looking back at the top of the 7th, how big did that 2-run inside the park home run prove to be? Because this would have been a 6-5 victory for Durfee with the comeback if that 2-run home run did not happen in the top of this inning. That was the difference as Dias goes down on strikes to end the game. It was the 6th strikeout for Neilan. She ended up coming on in relief in the 3rd, and she goes 4 1/3 innings. In relief, she gets the W for Somerset-Berkley. Oh, it was an exciting game, I'll tell you. Ended up being close in the end. Durfee could not complete the comeback, though. Somerset makes it happen on the road. They improve to 14-5 with the win. Durfee down to 11-7 overall. Final score one last time here from Durfee, 7-6. The Hilltoppers drop to Somerset-Berkley.
Just want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody for the support. For the girls, it was you saw it was obviously a good game. 1 hit away, and we win the game. Good comeback. They didn't quit.
Yep.
It's a good team on the other side. They make the plays, but they match them play for play a little bit. And, that's what makes it a good game. Just like me and Mo told them, that they're we're going into the tournament. This is where we want to be going into the tournament. We want to be heading upwards and not downwards, and that's a good sign right there. As you can see, the girls did a nice little setup for the seniors. They did a great job. They got here a little earlier. Set up. The poachers are great. They got gift bags here. What I'll do is I'll call them up one at a time, and just give you a little synopsis of my era with them. All right, it's Gracie. Me and Gracie go back a little ways. We have our history. All good. Haley will tell you. But girls, it's the memories that you make. You know, I got the Hannah Gracie package. You know, it's like my Bobsey twins. I can't take one and not the other. So Hannah says, "Listen, Coach, I know you're going to pick me, but Gracie comes along." So I said, "Oh, all right, that's all work." But I want to congrats. First of all, I know they're all going to college. I know they're all set, and I see nothing but good things in their future. I know girls coming back that were here. I got girls that came back. I got coaches that come back that are coaching now that I coach. And it's great to see the support. But you know, if Gracie's got who's Gracie?
Yep,
they're not here. So I'm in. It's me and her. We're eloping.
That's it.
Thanks, honey. You your bag there. I don't know what the girls want to do with that.
We're gonna wait. What do you like, God?
Hannah Banana. Hannah full steam ahead. Another one. You know, everybody, I mean, I can't, you can go on and on and on, but you've got different feelings for different girls, for different situations that we've been through. Hannah is she's my scorer, my bookkeeper, my part-time right fielder. She's like our utility player. Whatever it takes, Hannah's always there. Yeah, you see? She finally stopped shaking. She was on the outfit, because she usually shakes like she's going into trauma.
I do.
And but it was a fun year. It was great having Hannah around, and she was my partner. She was the only one that was here early with me, right? All right, honey. Gonna miss you. Good luck, and you're gonna do well. All right. Oh Jesus, KB.
I'll go for it, buddy.
All right, this is my Balaka story. We go way back when I couldn't even pronounce her name. She's a little freshman catcher that I knew nothing about, but she caught our attention real quick. I was like, "Hey, what the hell is she doing at freshman?"
Ow!
And they're like, "I don't know. You're the one leaving her there." And little do we know, we brought Balaka up, and now she's been KB. And KB's been with me, and it's been a good ride with KB. KB's a good ball player. She gives it her all. She leaves it all on the field. Say nothing but good things about my girl. Love you. Oh! Here's a good one. Where is my Tabligas?
You have to stand like Miss America.
Go, Antaya!
This is a little girl that I had to go to middle school to get, because somebody said, "Hey, there's a third baseman over at middle school. You better check her out." So I had to go to the cuss. I had to go to the awards banquet, and there was this little girl with two little pigtails, and she's looking at me like, "What does this fat guy want?" All right? I said, "Hey, I'm the coach at Durfee." She goes, "Yeah, I think I know that." I said, "Well, I'm waiting for you up there." She goes, "Really?" Well, we waited, and it was worth the wait. She's been good. We've had good times. We've had tough times, but we've got through them all. We get through everything as a team. Like I tell these girls know, they'll vouch for me. When I say we got each other's backs, we got each other's backs. They know I had theirs last year in certain situations, and they had mine. We go to no end to make sure that we're there for each other. And I'm gonna miss my little Maria over here, my little Brett. But like I said, all four of these girls are gonna do great things. They're all going to great colleges, and they're gonna do great things. And parents and family should be proud of every one of them. I know I am.
We do.
Oh yeah.